welcome back to my channel. My name is Cariel. If this is your first time here, I'm going to apologize in advance for all the noise because I'm outside, so obviously there's going to be noise. It's been a while since I got the chance to sit down and talk to you guys. For you, it's only been a week since I posted my last video, but for me it's been much longer than that, and I have so many updates for you all. Before I get into the updates, I just want to say congrats again. Actually, I never made the official announcement on in video, but I just want to say congratulations again to Yahaira Edwards. She was our 500 subscriber giveaway winner, and thank you again to 40 Eats and Drinks for sponsoring that giveaway. So now for the big news. You already know, I'm sure, because it's definitely most likely in the title of this video, and if you're following me on Instagram, then you definitely already know that's definitely the spot where you need to follow me if you want more real-time updates. But I'm going to go into a lot more detail today and tell you exactly why, what happened along the way, the things that had to change with my mindset along the way, and basically my plan moving forward. So the big news is that I quit my job. Everybody has been super supportive so far, from my dad, kinda. He's just more worried, I think, than anything else. My aunt, my friends. I said my aunts, but basically my family, my friends, everybody so far has been super supportive. It seems like everybody kind of knew that this was coming before I even really knew that it was coming, but they kind of expected this. So I think that's all pretty great, because I feel like since it happened, everything has been falling into place. So we're just going to have a little chat about it all. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'm also going to be collecting questions on my Instagram in case anybody has any extra questions after I explain everything. Let's get into why this happened, why I decided to leave my job. So I had been working in the nonprofit sector for 3 years. I've taken you guys along through many work days in my life videos where you saw what I did on a day-to-day basis at my job, and I did really love the work that I was doing, the core of it. I was learning a lot of new things, gaining a lot of skills, especially after I got my promotion. So I really appreciated that. I appreciated all the support that I got. Throughout my time working with this company, I was definitely going through some waves. In the beginning, I was really happy. Sometimes they were just like with any job. There's points where you might not necessarily be as happy as you could possibly be. And the pay really just wasn't that great for the work that I was doing, and that's not anyone's fault really, except that it was a non-profit and they have limited budgets for certain things. But yeah, after 3 years, I was definitely ready for a change. I also went a whole year and a half without vacation, which that's the longest that I've ever gone without vacation. So I finally had vacation at the end of July, beginning of August. Adriel and I went to Orlando, and this is a family vacation that we usually have every 2 years. But our vacation actually ended up getting extended. I don't know, you guys probably heard about Spirit and American. They had like a whole thing where they were canceling a bunch of flights and everybody was like stuck in different areas in the US. Well, Adriel and I were a part of that. We were stuck in Orlando for 2 extra days, and we actually ended up flying to Dallas because my cousin who works for American lives in Dallas, and basically she was like, come spend some time with me and you'll be able to fly out from here, get to St. Thomas, and get back to St. Croix at some point. So that's what we did. I really enjoyed actually having a longer vacation time away from here. Although I love being home, it's just nice to get away from like your normal environment. So it was an amazing trip. Adriel and I had a great time. We did a lot of shopping, and basically when I came back home, I felt really refreshed. I was ready to get back to work, or so I thought. So the first week of work came along, and I went into work. I was finding it kind of hard to get back into the groove of things. Obviously I was getting stuff done, but it was just like really hard. Like I really had to like sit down and like I did my normal like writing up my list of things to do and crossing things off, but it was just so hard. I don't know, I just could not get back into it. And I was like, all right, well, it's just that I'm back home. I just need to like take a little bit and I'll get back into it. The end of the week came, and then I was just bawling my eyes out. Then I went through a series of validation calls after I started crying. there are certain people that I talk to when I'm going through things, so I made those calls to those people, had a few talks, and basically everyone was like, it's time, you can't stay where you're not happy. And it's not necessarily that things were bad, but it was just like I was just tired of it after 3 years. I was ready for something new. There's other things that really excite me and that I really want to be able to get a consistent revenue from, so that's what I'm doing. I just want to spend some more time working on creative things. Before any of this could actually happen, there were a few things that I needed to change with my mindset. So I just wanted to cover those things because I feel like, I mean, I definitely can't be the only one who let these things hold them back. So I just want to talk about it so that maybe it'll help out some of you who may be thinking about maybe leaving your current position or wherever it is, whatever it is that's a part of your life that you're not necessarily happy with, and find something better or something that's more aligned with what you actually want to do and where you want to be. The first ideal that I really had to let go of was that whatever I did in life, whatever my career was, it needed to help people in some way. I feel like since I was little, that's just always what I wanted to do. When I was very little, I wanted to be a doctor. And I mean, obviously working in public health and social services, that's like mainly what you do. Like, you're constantly with people, you're trying to better the community in some way. But it's okay to be selfish, and it's okay to want to do something else just because you like it. Not because it helps anyone do anything, but literally just because you like it. Second thing I had to let go of was that you need to have something as a backup before you leave a job. Don't be dumb is basically my advice. I had saved for a long time. I can't say that I like planned it to happen right now, but I knew that I was in a position where it made sense. It was okay for me to do this without like messing up my life completely, at least right now. My aunt told me whatever is for you is for you, and that's something that I've literally been hearing from other people too since I've been announcing this. Is just like, okay, whatever you're working towards, whatever it is that you want, whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. So things might not work out the way that you wanted to, but whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. So the most that you can do is work towards whatever that goal is, and then just, you know, go with the flow. I am definitely a planner. I will continue to plan as much as I can and control as much as I can because that's just how I am, but I'm definitely trying to let go a little bit, and if things don't necessarily work out in the way that I want them to work out, it's okay. Third thing is that you have to wait until it's the right time. My, I guess, thought around this recently has just been, if not now, then when? Right now, for me, it's the perfect time because I have no real like financial responsibilities. I don't have a mortgage, I don't have children, I don't have any student loans. I've been very fortunate to not have any student loans, so I really don't have any huge like financial burdens. And like I said, I have been saving a whole lot, so really my only responsibility is making sure that I have food, Adriel has food, and we're good. So I just keep reminding myself that I'm still young. I'm only 26, and if there's any time that I think it would be okay to completely mess my life up and flip it upside down and completely like throw away what I was doing before and figure out something new, now I think is a pretty acceptable time. I'd rather do it now than when I'm like 40 and actually have like responsibilities and things that I need to take care of. I feel like then there will be a lot more to lose. Right now, you know, I have things to lose, but like I think it's a lot easier to like build back up from like now than later down the line. And then I want to just mention this last thing. I actually saw this comparison by my friend Ali. So I will post her LinkedIn post in the description. But basically, now there's a plane. So in her post, she talked about the difference between an emergency fund and an opportunity fund. And basically for me, I'm gonna stop because there's a plane over my head right now. You guys have been following along with my videos where I talk about money and where I've talked about wanting my goals and wanting to buy a house at some point. So I have been saving, first to save for an emergency fund just in case anything happens, to make sure that I would be able to, if I needed to, get an apartment really quickly and live in it and still be able to buy food and not be struggling. So I've been working on an emergency fund and also been working on a housing fund, just like money for when the housing market is not trash and I can actually buy a house. But like I said, the housing market is trash, so I can't buy a house right now. So I decided to turn what was my emergency fund into my opportunity fund, which basically means now I can, or I don't even have to justify it, but I'm going to use this money towards an opportunity. And this opportunity is the opportunity to work on something that's more creative for a certain period of time. I want to, you know, let's get into it. We're gonna get into the plan. So this is what I'm going to do. For the next 6 months, I'm going to take absolute advantage of my situation right now, that I don't have these financial responsibilities, to completely work on my business, which includes my YouTube channel. So the initial plan was to just completely take time off, just work on YouTube, continue to work on paid partnerships with local businesses. And things just kind of started to fall into place once I put in my notice at my job. And so things have kind of developed, and I'm going to share that with you all. The plan was to give myself this time to rest, to work creatively on my YouTube channel, my social media, just continue to build it up, and then start the job search when I'm ready and just go really hard at that and find a job. So in the back of my mind, because I knew that I wanted to start working on these contracts with these local businesses, I knew that I wanted to officially register my business and get my business license. So these were things that were already in the works. And some of you may know that I also did some freelancing on the side. So I did web design for a few clients. I've done social media management. So these are just things that I wanted to also include as part of this business and expand on that some more. So I decided that instead of focusing on job searching whenever that time would have been, instead, I'm going to focus more on securing contracts with these local businesses so that I can provide those services to these businesses and just build up my own business. I'm really hoping to focus more on working with companies like restaurants and hotels, just more in line with my YouTube channel, because that's honestly the area that I enjoy the most. I'm sure you guys have seen this in my hand this entire video. So I really want to continue this long term. If I fail, I fail. I will learn from it. I'll be able to build myself back up from it, I'm sure. But I really want to give myself this chance to actually try to do something for myself and not feel any guilt about it. So this is the official announcement. I have a digital marketing and management consulting business, and I am looking for clients. So if you guys have any connections with any Croix businesses, I mean, honestly, I'm open to working with people in other places, but I really would like to prioritize clients here in Croix who are within those areas that I told you about. So hotels, restaurants, let me know. Now you guys might be wondering what that is going to look like for you moving forward. Basically, things are going to be the same but better. I'm going to be continuing my Discover St. Croix series, but I will also be posting more in my Life in St. Croix series. So that one will be more daily vlogs, so you'll see more of what my life is like day to day, and come along with me on this journey as I try to build this business. And I'm really excited to share with you all. I'm going to share all of the failures, I'm going to share all of the successes, because I'm sure this could help any of you who might be thinking about doing something similar or just getting out of whatever situation you're in. What is with this bird? Anyway, hopefully we can learn and grow together. I am sorry about this bird in the background. But yeah, that's all I have to share. Again, like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. My camera died, so I'm finishing this on my phone. Thank you all so much for listening and for supporting. I really appreciate you guys subscribing and liking and commenting. And I really just want to thank you for giving me the confidence to move into this new path in life. And it's getting dark now, so I'm gonna go. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.